Hello and welcome to my channel. Bookdown #7.
Bruh. Hello and welcome to a very special video where I'll propose my version of the MCU, imagining Marvel had never sold off its character rights. Many have tackled this and now it's my turn. This video focuses only on phase 1, but expect future installments covering all 9 phases I've already mapped out. This cinematic universe will only feature films, as I prefer these big screen sagas. Let's dive in. The first saga remains the Infinity Saga, kicking off with Phase 1 in 2008. There haven't been Marvel movies since the 90s and they don't really matter, so in this alternative universe, there's nothing to connect to. Phase 1 begins in 2008 as previously mentioned, with 2 films, much like in real life. The first is a quasi prequel, Captain America The First Avenger, originally released in 2011. It's essentially the same movie, including subtle references to mutants. In the post-credits scene, we see Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury for the first time, remarking on how much the world has changed and how incredible and superhuman individuals are far more common than Steve Rogers remembers from 70 years prior. All main castings remain the same. Next up is X-Men Genesis, another prequel-style film that adapts the events of the real-life X-Men First Class. Many of the original castings are retained with some adjustments for actors who might have been too young considering these films' earlier release. This movie includes references to Captain America, Stark Industries, and features S.H.I.E.L.D. working alongside the US government. A mid-of post-credits scene reveals Patrick Stewart's Professor X recounting the film's events to his students before receiving a phone call from a mysterious figure, Nick Fury, who informs him that mutants need to cooperate with S.H.I.E.L.D. 2009 brings us the Fantastic Four film. This movie loosely follows the plot of the 2005 film, but without Doctor Doom as the primary antagonist. Instead, the team might struggle to convince the government of their usefulness, resisting being solely used for government missions, similar to the 2015 film Steam. Of course, Chris Evans cannot play the Human Torch here, so a new actor would be cast in the role. This film also includes the references to Oscorp and Stark Industries, and Reed Richards is shown to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. Also released in 2009 is Iron Man, a year later than its real-life counterpart. It features the same cast and storyline, but seamlessly integrates connections and references to the preceding films in the universe and what's to come. 2010 sees 3 films hit theaters. First, The Incredible Hulk, which introduces the character in a similar fashion way to the real-life movie. Notably, Mark Ruffalo portrays both Hulk and Bruce Banner from the outset. The next film is the universe's first Spider-Man movie, The Amazing Spider-Man. It stars Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker, who faces off against the Green Goblin, similar to the original Spider-Man film, to align more with the comic book accuracy. This story occurs after the introduction of characters like Iron Man, Hulk, and the Fantastic Four. Mary Jane Watson is Peter's girlfriend, though Gwen Stacy is also introduced. The final movie of the year is X-Men 2, which combines elements from the real-life X-Men original trilogy with Magneto's Brotherhood of Mutants serving as the primary villains. 2011 also features 3 film releases. First, Black Widow and Hawkeye, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This film explores the origins of both characters and reveals what transpired in Budapest, including Natalia's defection from the American organization. All main castings for these roles remain the same. Next up is Iron Man 2, which largely retells the real-life film story. Finally, for that year, Ant-Man and the Wasp showcases Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne in the 90s as they take on AIM. The film concludes with Janus's disappearance into the quantum realm. New actors would be needed for younger versions of these characters. 2012 brings two pivotal films. First, Fantastic Four: Rise of Doctor Doom, which delves into the comic-accurate backstory of Richards and Victor Van Doom, then depicts how Doom gains his powers from a failed science experiment before culminating in a way similar to the 2005 Fantastic Four film. The phase culminates with Avengers Assemble. This iteration of the Avengers boasts a larger lineup than the real-life version, including Iron Man, Captain America, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. introduced in Black Widow and Hawkeye, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and those two, um, Spider-Man, Hulk, the Fantastic Four, and a very reluctant Hank Pym. The X-Men also dispatched Wolverine, whose enigmatic past is touched upon a bit in X-Men 2. The climatic battle of New York unfolds against Ronan the Accuser and Shitori, sent by Thanos to retrieve the Tesseract. An older actor, perhaps even Michael Douglas, could portray Hank Pym. The film highlights the combined genius of Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, and Reed Richards, of course, as they work together to save New York, and it still features the iconic Thanos post-credit scene. That concludes my proposed Phase 1. If you're eager to see Part 2, covering, of course, Phase 2, please like, subscribe, share, and comment your thoughts on this cinematic universe proposition. Until next time, goodbye.